Hi, my name is Adrienne Gold. Welcome to Health and Wellness with Youngevity. Today, we're going to talk about flower pollen from the Projoba company. Dr. Corey Gold and myself are founders of the Projoba pollen line, and we'd like to share with you and educate you on all the wonderful aspects of flower pollen. The first being that it is not an allergic product. Many people hear the word pollen and they think, oh my goodness, I'm going to be allergic. But the uniqueness of the Youngevity flower pollen line is that the actual pollen grains are hypoallergenic, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, the inner nutrient core is another thing that's very spectacular. The inner nutrient core has thousands of micronutrients, way too many to fit on one page or one piece of paper or even a label. Thousands of micronutrients are inherent in each minute pollen grain. And this is really nature's perfect food because it has everything needed to create plant life. Now, you may say to yourself, well, I eat salads and I go gluten-free and I'm organic and I eat good food and healthy food. Aren't I getting all this in my food? And the answer is no, not anymore. All the processes by which we make global foods and we ship things across the world and we genetically modify food and we throw pesticides on it and we pick it before it's ripe, this all ruins the power of the food. And no longer can you find food that has any kind of nutrition to it unless you eat your food before it had a chance to grow in the pollen stage. And that's really what flower pollen is really just eating your food before it grows. And unfortunately, we have to do that nowadays because our food source is so depleted. Now, pollen burst is an amazing way to get that food. One burst a day, or maybe two, will really feed your body better than it's been fed in decades. And it's packed with micronutrients. You get a natural, even energy all day. There's no caffeine jitters. And it even curbs your appetite through the day. I can drink a pollen burst and skip a meal and not even notice. It does increase your metabolism. There's some green tea in there that helps with that. And it is a whole body energy and recovery. Great for exercise. Great for working out. Especially when you don't want to get sore afterwards. That lactic acid that builds up in your muscles is completely flushed away with pollen burst. Now you're kind of wondering, well, the pollen part's great, but what else is in this drink that gives you that mental clarity, that anti-inflammatory where everything just feels good? And that is SOD. SOD is your internal antioxidant. It is the most powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory your body makes. And we naturally produce it every day, but as we age, it drops, like a lot of things do. So we need to put it back in. The best and easiest way to put SOD back in your body is by drinking a pollen burst or taking some of our other flower pollen products. Unfortunately, we can't make enough SOD to combat the toxins that hit us through the air, the water, the toxic food. We are getting hit by a lot of damage that we need to help counteract. SOD supplementation can help literally determine our lifespan. So this is not a supplement you're going to want to skip. Now, what other products have SOD in them besides the pollen burst? We have pollen burst in a tablet. The difference is there's no green tea, there's no B vitamins or vitamin D added like there is in the pollen burst. You're just getting the pure flower pollen and the pure SOD anti-inflammatory in a pill. How do you take these? As many as you like, as often as you like. This is like the everything pill. It's your mental clarity, it's your mental focus for studying, it is your anti-inflammatory when your joints hurt, it is calming for the brain and body. You can even take them at bedtime if you want a deeper sleep. That's how amazing these pollen burst tabs are. So again, it's good for moods, for sleep, for anxiety, it's good for your joints, your mental clarity. It's just great to use any time of day or night. Another product that has SOD in it is Pollen Burst Daily Liver Formula. The Daily Liver Formula is part pollen and part SOD, and a third part glutathione. So glutathione is the other internal antioxidant that we desperately need for survival, but lose as we age. Glutathione helps support the liver and the intestinal tract and helps the body detox itself every day. It's a little cleanup for your body, like brushing your teeth for your liver. We don't see our livers. We don't know how dirty they get. We can see our teeth and our hair and our bodies, and we shower and clean every day, but you can't see your liver. So you got to know that it's getting pretty toxic. If you did a little cleanup every day, it would be way more beneficial than waiting a year or 6 months. So I like to call the Daily Liver Formula Detox to Go. It's easy, it's simple. You don't need a major regimen. You don't need to take 3 days off of work. You don't have to live in the restroom. It's just easy. And you don't really feel that you're getting detoxed. You just feel better, more clarity. Your weight will normalize. You'll sleep better. All sorts of processes in the body that were getting junked up will get better. Now we have a whole separate category of flower pollen that is more fat soluble. And Profem is one of those products. It's a more fat-soluble flower pollen, so it's different than the pollen burst and the tabs. And it is designed for female hormonal health. From the time a woman first gets her cycle all the way through menopause, and all the different highs and lows that you experience throughout that time. It is really amazing. I've used it for years. My kids use it. It is something that you can't build a tolerance to. It's non-herbal, so you could take it for many, many years, and it will not build up a tolerance in your body. And, of course, if men are getting jealous, don't be jealous. I've got one for you, too. Prostat. Prostat is for men, and is specifically designed as men age and their prostate starts swelling. And that is really andropause as opposed to menopause. And men need something to help keep their bodies healthy. And Prostat can be used as a preventative from the age of 40 all the way through as a remedy for the symptoms of enlarged prostate. Taken 2 a day as a preventative, or 4 to 6 a day as a remedy for if you're already seeing signs of an enlarged prostate. Now, you are what you absorb. I know a lot of people say you are what you eat, but really you are what you absorb. 50% of your immune system is really in your gut. And if you don't keep your gut healthy, you're not going to be able to absorb the pollen burst or the liver tabs or the regular tabs. So we need to make sure that we're absorbing all this wonderful pollen extracts. So what can you do about that? Take your probiotics. Probacillus Plus is one of the Projoba line. That's a human strain of probiotics, so it matches your body. And it gives a boost to all your supplements and really helps with your flora in your gut and your immunity. And of course, Projoba Omega is another Projoba product. We all know how great fish oils are. This is an omega-3 only. It tastes well on you. It doesn't have any fishy odor or taste. It's very easy to absorb, and it's a wonderful product. And of course, Full. Full is our liquid flower pollen that you put on your scalp. It is so natural that you could almost drink it, but you don't want to drink it. It is flower pollen, tea tree oil, biotin, zinc, and citrus essential oils. It really helps the scalp conditions. It helps reverse and reduce hair loss. And it does create fuller, healthier hair. In several weeks to several months, people will see little baby fine hairs coming back in. And it is a wonderful way to support hair growth that is non-chemical and totally organic and natural. So I want to thank you all for joining me here in my living room today and in your living room for learning a little bit about nature's perfect food, about eating your food before it was grown, and how we can use our wonderful Projoba products in keeping you in perfect health, perfect 90 for life. And I look forward to seeing you all in Salt Lake City in September. Have a wonderful day and go out there and make somebody healthy.